Hello, my name is Matt. I'm going to show you how to use debug mode in Visual Studio Code. So as you can see on the screen, I have a program called microwave. It's a very simple task we have to do, and I've already added some breakpoints. Breakpoints are very essential to give you some steps, which makes it very easier. So we're trying to break our code into simple steps to find out any error and try to fix them. So I've added the first breakpoint at line 10. In here, the breakpoint allows to verify value for a number of items. This only accepts integer values. And the second breakpoint is at line 14, which here, as similar to the first breakpoint, it verifies value for hitting time is only in integer form. And the third breakpoint is at the line 29 is the breakpoint which checks the program logic flow, and that includes the if statement. The last breakpoint is the last message that's going to be displayed, and it ensures the correct calculation and the display of the message. We select and we try to run and start debugging. As you can see here, we are currently on the first breakpoint. So we go and forward and check. In here, the message is already written there. And now we cannot move forward or step into the next line or breakpoint because we have to write a message right now. So enter the number of items. Oh, let's go for one item first. And then it goes to the second breakpoint. In here, we're trying to get the heating time for one item. Step forward, and then it asks us to write an integer value for the one item time. So what's the inter heating time for a single item? So we're gonna write 30 seconds. So it gives us the option to step forward or step backward. So we keep going forward. Steps forward, it checks the third breakpoint, which is on the line 20 and is the if statement part. So in here it checks if the number equals to 1. It does. Okay, so we're gonna check step forward. So it steps into the small section of the code because it is true. The logic function for item number is 1, which is true. So it steps into that part. And recommended time was to one item time. That's the code which tell us what to do. And then one more step to go, and that's the end of the part of the section of the code. And then it is steps to the last part and it keeps all the other part of the code because the first if statement and the number of item number which equals to 1 was correct, so it just skips the rest of them. Debug is very important. When we're using debugging tool in Visual Studio, it helps the user to identify errors and try fixing it. It not only identifies errors, but also gives you a better understanding of the code by providing and creating steps to identify those errors and also giving us uh, a better understanding on how the code behaves and functions or executes.